The following program contains mature subject matter and may not be appropriate for some listeners. It seeks to recreate the red light district of Canada's capital during the mid to late 1800s and reflects the attitudes as well as...
This program brought to you by Beekman's Hat Blockers. Ever had a problem getting your hat blocked?
Damn it, this hat's so limp and unimpressive.
Now, if that chap had gone to Beekman's, he'd have a firm, erect brim. That's Beekman's Hat Blockers, Clarence Street. Just look for the big sign that looks like a hat. Ask about the new bowlers.
Finnish Girls by Rick Kaulbars, Episode 2, The Scheme. Starring Marie Victoria as Moira, Brett Desrosiers as Phoebe, Anne Murphy as Beatrice, and Rick Kaulbars as Armstrong. Narrated by Chantal Roy. Music provided by Terry Lynn Mahusky. It's springtime in Canada's capital, and as the river ice opens, the swarms of lumber teams return to carouse. 20,000 lumberjacks with only a dozen constables to enforce them. And among the common body houses in the market, many turn a tidy trade of lumberjack, politician, and police officer. Many of these bordellos operate under the guise of being private schools, though their existence is no secret. They are being taxed and visited by federal health inspectors. Moira and Phoebe have told their pimp, Armstrong, that this will be their final season working for him. And as the season opens, they prepare their patois for their eager clients.
All right, ladies, time to rehearse again. This time it's the talent portion. Are we ready? Ready? Phoebe, you're not supposed to be over there. You're always over there. Fine, here we go. Welcome back, welcome back. It's time for the second part of our performance, where we amaze you with the many talents our young charges do possess. Not only are these dainty young flowers practiced in the art of love, but they bring with them an entire cultivated peacock's tail of entertainments. For example, mellifluous Moira, with her gift for wind instruments, will now grace us with a sonata on kazoo. And flirtatious Phoebe has come into possession of the forbidden knowledge of the fateful fakers of the Far East and will now astonish you with her gifts of flexibility. Whoa, dear, you don't have to thrust it right in my face like that. It's okay. All right. And when you put them both together, what man could resist? What the hell is that?
It's the Sally Ann.
And what, may I ask, in the middle of a bloody rehearsal, does the bloody Sally Ann have to do with us?
Well, they started a campaign, trying to get all the girls in the neighborhoods to learn the error of our ways. So they marched through the market singing Praise the Lord.
So it's like that, is it? Where's the chamber pot? Ah, here we go. Someday this town's gonna get indoor plumbing. Hey, Charlie Church! I got a present for you!
You got yours, Armstrong, you heathen bastard!
That's right, stick it in your pew, you papist peckerwood. Hey, ladies, guess what I done? Guess what I done? I just taught them the error of their ways.
Ugh, please.
You can't go emptying chamber pots on our problems. We'll get run out of business with you making enemies.
Ah, rubbish. By the by, Moira, I don't suppose you had the opportunity to pass the post office as I asked.
Yeah, and this was waiting for you with a government seal.
Oh, really? Well, a little matter I've been waiting to resolve. A little private matter of some discretion. I'll just privately read my correspondence. Do you have to stand staring over my shoulder?
Well, what the hell else is there to do during the day?
Ah, the blazes with both of you. As regards issuance of transit papers, questions dubious documentation. Please report for an interview. Well, not exactly the response I anticipated, but At least I know a place where I can put this that it'll come to some good use. The stove.
Ah, bloody hell, damn it, son of a Jesus, Mary, and goddamn!
Armstrong! You've been stealing firewood!
Of course I've been stealing firewood. Do you think it was God's grace that got us through last winter? It was my bullshit and sticky fingers. Now get in here and help me find my eyebrows.
Ugh. Before I forget, Phoebe, there was also a letter for you, a gentleman named Mr. Corporal Brown.
Ooh.
Is he that Highlander? He seems very sweet.
I can't even get a moment's sympathy in this place. I need to go think.
Moira, I was wondering if you'd help me. I've been exchanging correspondence with the corporal for some time.
I have noticed. I thought you were being kept by that constable, Rafferty.
No, he died.
Well, people do that.
So this soldier friend? I've grown so fond of him, and I'm trying to write this letter, but it's just...
You don't have to be embarrassed with me.
My writing's just so... Will you read it for me?
Certainly. Dear Herbert, I miss you so very much. Please enjoy this piece of cinnamon cake. Love, Phoebe. Well, it doesn't exactly jump off the page, dear.
What do you think's missing?
I think it needs more words. Words like desire and longing.
Those are wonderful sounding words.
You need to moan about your unfulfilled heart and cold, sleepless nights.
Maybe something about yearning loins?
Well, those words are best saved for your second letter.
I know the words, but you're just so much better at putting them together.
Well, tell you what, dear. Let's go upstairs and I'll teach you how to write a response that'll take the starch out of his breeches.
Armstrong! Armstrong! Stop bothering the bear!
What? You leave me alone. Me and the bear. Barry here's the only one that understands me. We're gonna go to America and we're gonna start a milliners of our very own, aren't we, dearie?
You're making him drunk. You know how he tries to sex the customers.
Well, that's because you keep this poor beast lashed in oppressive servitude to your scandalous public house. You're repressing his natural urges. He's only human. That's right, dear. That's right.
You just pay your tab and get out, you asshole.
I am out. In fact, Barry, let's get you out of here as well.
What are you doing? Armstrong, stop! No!
There you go, Barry. You're free. Run once again in the shade of your forest home, and my holy shit, my pant leg's caught in the chain. Help! Shit! Ah!
What an arsehole.
And so it is, truly a fine timber slide, this slide upon which I am about to ride with the approbation of Her Most Royal Majesty, Queen Victoria, in whose name I am about to set foot upon this hardy construction of wood and rope in the year of our Lord 1880, as it will represent in its conveyance not only the transport of lumber for the Royal Navy, which our great empire is erected upon, but further, a galvanizing steel rod between our North American holdings here in the Canadas and our glorious rulers in Britain.
Oh, the Irish will love that.
And so, I'd now like to prevail upon the goodwill of His Worship Mayor Mackintosh to christen this glorious timber slide, so that we may ride it resolutely into the future.
Are you all right, Phoebe?
I'm fine. I'm just a bit worried that Armstrong's angry at us.
Why?
Sorry?
Why are you worried? Why do we worry about that old leech at all?
I don't know. I think he's funny. Oh, look, there goes the prince.
And so as this fine timber slide proceeds down, I bid you adieu with a hearty rule Britannia, and God bless Her Majesty!
There he goes. Well, that was fun.
Very nearly. Now let's get good and drunk.
Oh, yes, please.
Is he still gone?
Still no sign of him. He's never been out overnight.
You give him more regard than he deserves. More than he gives us, that's for certain. Conniving, lying exploiter of women.
I know. It reminds me of my father. I'm bored.
We could play Nine Men Morris.
Ooh, our Snapdragon?
We're not playing Snapdragon, Phoebe. You nearly burned down the house last time.
Wait. Here he comes. He's carrying something in his hat.
Oh, celebration time, ladies. Celebration time. Tuck in, tuck in. I got a little bit of everything your heart could possibly desire. Oh, sorry, I already got into the gin, but fill your boots. There, Moira, I got you a lovely potato. Ah, you're not going to believe it. But when I woke up this morning, I just had a feeling in my bones today was going to be a special day.
Where did you wake up this morning?
Under a bear. It's kind of a long story. Sometimes they got a bear chained up over McGinty's tavern, so last night I got drunk with him. Anyhow, that's a whole other story. As I was saying, when I woke up this morning, I said, Barry, old buddy, I just got a feeling like today's gonna be a special day. So I hiked up my pants, doffed my chapeau, and proceeded into the market looking for larceny. And it wasn't long before I noticed a preponderance of the population in their Sunday finery. And that's when I remembered. Today is the day of the Governor General's Tea Party, when every citizen, regardless of station, is invited to sip Earl Grey with the hoi polloi. So I smarmed my way in, and in no time I had the assemblage transfixed with tales of our modest little academy. And I'm really laying on the varnish. Oh, yes, I am the dean of a finishing school for girls. The ladies are lost in a sea of chaos. Oh, the ladies need a firm hand. Oh, I'm behind the ladies 100%. Well, after a few moments, I hear from behind me the clearing of a distinctly aristocratic throat. I turn and find myself confronted by none other than Her Majesty Princess Louise, wife of our very same Governor General, the Marquis de Lorne.
Armstrong!
Did she have you executed?
No, what? Executed? Really? No. No, she said she'd been listening to me regale the company about the virtues of our modest little school. The princess, as it turns out, is a very active supporter of education, particularly for young women in the colonies. In the company of her chargé d'affaires, she'd like to visit us this afternoon, and if she likes what she sees, she'll sponsor us.
What the hell have you gotten us into now? We're a goddamn brothel. You're not gonna flummox the friggin' aristocracy.
Not as it looks now, but we have 3 hours. Tidy up around here, hang a blackboard, a few of calendars, send Phoebe to the market to get some of those white things they write with.
Chalk?
Yes, chalk. We might just pull it off. Ah, think of it. We'd actually get a monthly payment regular as clockwork.
No, you're gonna get us all locked up. It's fraud at the very least.
Oh, stop your quacking. I'm going downstairs to look for a bell. You two tidy up around here.
Espèce d'idiot, il va nous tellement nous rentrer dans le trou, je le détache pour aller l'étouffer, cette espèce d'enculé!
Pamplemousse!
Well, I couldn't find that bell, but I'm starting to sense you might be feeling a wee bit nervous on account of I heard you talking your French talk. There's nothing to be concerned about. It's just like any other performance. We just have to practice. So, Phoebe, you go outside and pretend to be the princess. Knock on the door, and I'll let you in and give you a tour of the rooms.
Knock, knock.
No, Phoebe, don't say knock, knock. Just knock on the door. It's just the way I prefer to work.
Knock, knock.
Oh, your majesty, your grace us with your visit to our earnest little academy. As you can see, we suffer terrible poverty in our attempts to bring arts and culture to the young ladies of the capital. Here, we have a mere table for them to calculate their sums. And over there, a rotten pile of soiled bed linens that... Oh, that's just you, Moira. Moira, out of the way. Out of the way. Shoo.
Son of a...
A soiled pile of filthy bed linens for our tutors to rest.
And what's this?
That is a molded wooden penis with a belt to strap on. We call it the tunneler, and we're going to have that safely stowed away before the real princess arrives. Yes? Yes. Well, it's all rather exciting, isn't it? I feel like I should make a speech. You know, it's fair to say we've been working together for 5 years now, and I guess if you have your way, it's looking like this will be our last season together. Phoebe, I met you soon after your husband died. You were in a dire way. We had some tough times, but I've come to cherish you like you were my very own daughter.
Aww.
And Moira, I've known you ever since that time those folks played a trick on us and we both thought we were having sex with other people. You said you didn't want to be a school teacher no more, and, well, here we are. It ain't the greatest work in the world, but we've survived. You say you want to go legit? Well, this could be our chance. All we can do now is sit back and wait.
Finnish Girls by Rick Kaulbars, starring Marie Victoria as Moira, Brett Desrosiers as Phoebe, Anne Murphy as Beatrice, and Rick Kaulbars as Armstrong. Narrated by Chantal Roy. This production is made possible only through the kind generosity and assistance of CKDJ Radio and Nathan Coffin.
And I'm Johni Keyworth, the voices of McGinty, Mr. Binney, and a few others.
For further reading on Ottawa history, seek out The History of Ottawa Police, 1826 to 1993, by Gilles La Rochelle.
Thank you for listening, and we hope you enjoyed the program.